Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Amanda, and today we're going to cover what you need to do to begin preparing for fall. As a reminder, this is a general overview. If you have specific questions pertaining to your chapter, please contact your operations support team. With that being said, if you have a general question, please put it in the chat and we will answer throughout the webinar. And at the end, I'll look to see if there's any more than one question and we can answer those out loud as well. So our agenda for today is who is Omega Phi, the importance of budgeting for national dues and fees, Omega Phi fees and credit card fees, how to prepare for fall, and general reminders as the school year gets started. So for more than 30 years, Omega Phi has provided technology solutions to help customers manage their finances, streamline their operations, recruit new members, and communicate with their members. Whether it's working with 57 different headquarters or local chapters, house corporations, IFC and Pan-Hellenic councils, and alumni associations across more than 650 campuses, we remain the industry leader when it comes to technology in the fraternity and sorority community. Based out of Columbus, Georgia, we securely process more than 1.1 million per day for our clients and have securely processed more than 4 billion since 1992. We're also deeply committed to serving, promoting, and advancing the fraternity and sorority experience. We aim to make raving fans with every individual or group we work with by reaching, innovating, and acting with agility. We challenge ourselves to dream big every day and to help others achieve their own dreams. To say we're passionate about what we do is an understatement. And it's this passion that has encouraged our clients to trust us to do the heavy lifting so they can focus on their mission and having fun. So moving on to budgeting for national dues and fees. When you are creating your budget and putting together your billing cycles for fall, it is important to prioritize national headquarters fees. That can include national membership dues, pledge and/or initiate fees, insurance, and any other fees charged by national headquarters. If you are unsure about those fees, you can contact someone from your national headquarters or your operations support team at Omega Phi. You can also look up past charges in Vault if you have access to that menu. In Vault, under the National Specific menu, you can click on the billing information from your national headquarters. Under the Summary page, you can view to see what balance your chapter owes to your national headquarters. You can click on Pay Now to pay via bill pay or an e-check. If you are not required to have a national dues and fees bill pay fund, we encourage you to set one up. Once you have one set up, you can then create a deposit split, so any line item on your billing cycle that is coded as national dues and fees will automatically go into that fund. When it's time to pay your national headquarters, you can then choose for Omega Phi to send them the money through bill pay. It makes it easier on you as an officer. It also makes it less stressful, so you know the money is there when it's time to pay your headquarters. On the Summary page, you can also view the recent statement or any recent activity. Under the Payments tab, you can view any unprocessed payments to your national headquarters. You can also view any processed payments within a specific date range that you choose. If you need to view a previous statement, you can download it under the Statement History tab. You can use these previous statements to see what your chapter has been charged in the past, to budget for fees you'll be charged in the future. And under the Statement of Account tab, you can view transactions from a specific date range. This is pulling information from your statements. If you don't want to download statements individually, you can get the same information from this tab. Moving on to budgeting for Omega Phi fees. Omega Phi charges a fee on every payment processed, whether it's processed by us or locally. If you are taking payments locally, we can't collect our fee from that payment. So when the next member who pays through my Omega Phi online by calling into our customer support team or through a check, we will catch up on those fees that were received locally. So it is best to go ahead and budget ahead for those fees. If you're interested to know what all the Omega Phi fee covers, you can go back and watch our webinar from May that gives you all of those details. It is best to create a line item called Omega Phi fees when creating your billing cycles. If you're unsure of what your fee is, you can look in the accounting menu in Vault under Vault Billing Fees. Here's a screenshot of where that information is located. Another item to budget for are credit card fees. Credit card companies also charge a fee to process payments. Visa, MasterCard, and Discover charge 3.05%, and American Express charges 3.15%. To cover these fees, calculate how many members you have, how much each member is charged total, then add an additional 3.05%. You can create a line item called accounting fees when creating your fall billing cycles. To avoid being charged these fees, you can encourage members to pay via e-check. There isn't a fee associated with e-checks. You can give an incentive to those who choose to pay via e-check that they can be credited back the accounting fees at the end of the term if they paid all of their dues by e-check and not by credit card. Or you can choose not to do that, and you will have a buffer in your operating account for unexpected expenses that may come up. So what do you need to do to prepare for fall? You need to review and update your member roster. You need to address outstanding member balances. You need to review or set up your fall 2022 billing. You need to review and update your billing roster. To review and update your member roster, you go to the chapter menu in Vault, and under the membership section, you can view your member roster, add new members, archive members, update member statuses, and do your member initiation reporting. You need to go in and add any new members. This can be done individually or en masse by using the template provided for you in Vault. Here's a screenshot of where you add members individually. And here's what it looks like when you add members en masse. You'll download the template, put in the information, and then upload it into Vault. You also need to update your member statuses. This is important. Member statuses are what talks to your national headquarters and what determines how much they bill your chapter. If a member has graduated, mark them as an alumni, so your chapter does not get charged for them. This is a screenshot of where you will go to update member statuses. You can filter by the status you need to update. So in this case, we're filtering by initiate and changing to alumnus. Then you click Update Member Statuses. If you are required to submit member initiation reports, check those and make sure they are submitted on time. To address member balances, you can go to the billing menu in Vault and look at the aging detail report. The aging detail report will show you current, past due, severely past due, pending charge-off, and charge-off statuses of members. You can then contact members with balances to find out when they will pay or if you need to create a payment plan with them. We also encourage that Omega Phi processes all payments for your chapter. Why you should allow Omega Phi to process all payments was covered in detail in our May webinar, but to give a brief overview, it will ensure payments are processed immediately, payments are immediately transferred to the bill pay funds or bank accounts based on your configured settings, and there's complete transparency and security. To review or set up your fall billing, go to the billing menu and click on Billing Overview. From there, you will use the billing cycle setup tool to create your fall billing. Please note that this is a general overview. Some chapters do not have access to this tool, and some have limited access. If you have specific questions regarding your chapter, contact your operations support team. If fall billing is established, review for accuracy, go ahead and complete your billing cycle checklist. You'll receive a notification to complete it in the top right-hand corner of Vault under the bell icon. If fall billing is not established, set it up. If you set up your billing by August 1st, your chapter will be entered into our cold hard cash drawing. Your chapter could win $1,000. If you met the July 1st deadline, you will get entered again for the drawing. If you have anything lingering from summer, you can include that in your first cycle of fall billing. For example, recruitment fees and other incidentals such as t-shirts. Again, make sure to include national dues and fees, Omega Phi fees, and accounting fees. If you need assistance with setting up a billing cycle, you can reach out to your operations support team or watch the billing setup webinar in our help center. To review and update your billing roster, you'll go to the billing menu and go to the billing groups section. Make sure to update billing statuses. This is also extremely important. This is what lets Omega Phi know who to bill and not bill. An active billing status means members will receive new charges automatically. An inactive billing status means members do not receive new charges automatically. If a member has graduated or depledged and they no longer should receive charges, go and change their billing status to inactive. As a side note, if a member has a balance, we will continue to send them statements until that balance is paid, even if they are marked inactive. Here you will see what it looks like when you update billing statuses. You will filter by the status you want to change, choose the members, then choose what status they will change to, and click Update Billing Status. You can also go to the Review, Update Billing, and Member Statuses section under the Billing menu to look for any discrepancies. If a billing status shows active and they have a member status that doesn't reflect them being active, you can update it from here. Also, if there's a member status that reflects them being active, but a billing status shows them as inactive, you can also update that from here. You also need to update billing groups. Billing groups are groups of members with like charges. For example, you may have a billing group for in-house members and out-of-house members. You need to update members to the correct billing group. Members with active billing status receive charges according to their assigned billing group. This is a screenshot of what the Update Billing Groups page looks like. You can filter by a billing group and change them to a new one. For example, when new members are added, they go into a temporary billing group. You can come here and filter by the temporary billing group and then assign them to the appropriate billing group. Finally, you need to ensure all updates are completed 2 days before the first statement on date. Now moving on to some general reminders. If any officer purchasing card holder is graduating or has graduated, ensure you cancel the card and get cards with the correct name. When the officer purchasing card expires, you must order a new one. We have a new login process that requires you to reset your password. Go ahead and email your members to get logged in and do that. If they are having issues with logging in, they can contact login support at omegaphi.com. Members can go into their My Omega Phi and update their profile information, link their parents to their account, and also remind them if they have autopay set up, they need to make sure the credit card isn't expired. Another thing that you need to do is to check to see when your chapter needs to file taxes. Filing taxes is based off your fiscal year, which can be found in Vault under the chapter menu and chapter detail. The Form 990 tax return is due to the IRS by the 15th day of the 5th month following your chapter's fiscal year end. And as a side note, just because it's submitted on Vault on the 15th doesn't mean it's been submitted to the IRS. Ideally, you should submit the 990 report no later than 2 weeks prior to the return due date. The dates for the Form 990 tax return is due May 15th for a fiscal year ending December 31st, October 15th for a fiscal year ending May 31st, and November 15th for a fiscal year ending June 30th. I've made mention of a few previous webinars. Those, along with many articles, can be found in our Get Help Center. You can also view previous webinars on our YouTube channel. I hope you have found this webinar helpful. It will be available again on our YouTube channel and our Get Help Center. Thank you for joining us today. Have a great day.